off the bandwagon. It's day 0 and welcome back to the madness. Thank you guys so much for coming back, and welcome to those people. This is your first time experiencing the journey of the Andrea life. Yes, I'm a big girl in a big world trying to figure it out. So thank you so much for joining. What we're doing today is just a reset. That's why I have titled the video Day 0. Most of you are thinking, girl, you just must have been out there living your life, eating crazy, doing all kinds of things, and you'd be correct. I fell off the bandwagon, baby. It's like I wasn't even in the band. And what happened, and this is why this journey is so important, why I should have been chronicling every day, because I did videos. I did a couple of videos. I did a couple of recipe videos for this thing I'm about to make today, and I will upload today. But I just found myself flopping. And it wasn't even a flop like, oh, I just fell off the bandwagon and I wanted to eat something. It's the mindset of why I ate, as far as it's why I failed. Firstly, I was dealing with grief. One of my aunts passed away, and I don't know if I uploaded that the last video that I had, but this was a close aunt to my father. The grief in itself, it was just so much going on. And I really just realized with her passing that I am still in the grief process with my own father's passing. Like, I'm further along than what I've been, but it just kind of threw me back. Also, what happened, I allowed distractions and sometimes opinions of people someone saying, oh yeah, girl, get that, you get that, treat yourself, do that that day. And I wasn't disciplined enough, and I didn't just dig my heels in and just say no. I was just like, yeah, you can treat yourself, you're doing good, you lost weight. I actually lost about 11 pounds with the journey, and I can show proof here. But I still didn't manage to get out of that slump of continuously treating myself. A treat turned into a cheat, turned into a week, turned into just the bad habits back again. That's really all it is. Self-sabotage at its finest. Because there was absolutely no really good enough excuse or reason for me to validate why I fell off so gloriously. I'm likely back where I was, or a couple of pounds heavier. Just giving it to you straight. I also experienced a bit of a separation. I kind of came to the conclusion that someone that I've been connected with for a long time, I just realized it's just not going to go any further. And that was a hard pill to swallow. It's not a bad thing. This is not a bad person. So this person doesn't even have my channel, so I'm not even worried about that. But I just want to make sure that my mental and my space was okay with that, because it's a complicated situation, because I really care for this person. I think this person cares for me as well. He said that before, but it's just not going to be what it is. And I just have to really just realize them and just let that go. Sometimes I have a level of delusion that's good for other things, but in my real life, we got to get out of that fantasy world and let go of people who don't want to be held on to, or not showing you signs that they want to progress, because the name of this game and this whole journey, not just with my weight loss, is progress, because I've been stuck. So I'm going to unstick myself from that person. It's just over. And it was just really hard. I can say it easily now, but whenever the whole process was going through and I realized what it was, I'm just like, oh my goodness, all this time I've invested, all these tears, all this other stuff, girl, I just love him so much. That's not what it was giving, so we'll just let that go. Aside from that, that's really all it is. Just self-sabotage. I've just not been focused, determined, and disciplined like I said I was in the very beginning of the journey, but there's just no excuse. So what I'll do going forward, even if I'm having a bad day, like I said before, please trust me on this, I will upload and I'll just give it to you straight, because I think the beauty of the 43 of you guys, which is likely half of my family who I've asked or voluntold to join, we all realize that nobody's perfect. And that's what we need. And that's what I have to unravel my mind with, because I've been such a flop with my weight loss and my self-care in the beginning portion of my adulthood. Now it's just like all of a sudden I just want to flop it. No, not flop. I just want to dive straight in, and just all these visions of grandeur are just going to happen overnight for me. That's unfortunately the delusion that I have. It can happen where I am going on with my journey and doing the best that I can do. It will, but it's just the idea that it is a process. I didn't get this weight overnight. I didn't practice these bad habits overnight. This was a slow, gradual process, and it's going to be a huge undoing. I have to do mental work, spiritual work. It's not just physical. Physical is more so the manifestation or symptom of what's happening mentally. And mentally, I just need to develop better coping skills. I just have to have boundaries and discipline, and that's all it is. So going forward, what we'll do now that you understand where I have been, because I just wanted to give it to you real. What we're going to be doing going forward is just the name of game is just prep. I'm not going to be necessarily counting calories, but I will have a bit of a focus on higher protein, lower carbs. I'll start counting calories later on maybe, but we'll just figure out what works for me. The most important thing is that I stop eating how I've been eating. I just want to prep. I just want to make sure not just meal prepping, but I'm prepping for the week. Everything there is preparation, because there's been a couple of days where I really didn't even necessarily need to eat bad. It's because I didn't have anything available to me as far as why I just flopped. And I just like, oh, let me just go through the drive-thru. I'll go get that 444. And what I'll do, I'll get a junior bacon as opposed to the crispy chicken because it's probably less calories. Ooh, I bit my tongue. Because my tongue didn't like that. See, lies I tell. My tongue didn't like that. The only 3 things, and I've written it down. I'm so excited, y'all. I already wrote it down, what I'm going to be doing. So the plan of action today is just to set myself up with 3 things. 3 to 4 things, but no more, no less. 3 things that I'd like to get accomplished. Write it down and execute. And firstly, it's bathroom cleaning is number 1. A Bible study is number 2, doing 2 videos for my YouTube, and specifically writing out what I want to do in each video. And then also meal prep, even though that's a part of the YouTube video, but even if I was going to be videotaping that or not, I still want to make sure that I'm doing that so that I'm ready for the week, because I have a whole day ahead of me, baby. It's wait, what day is this? Is it Memorial Day, Labor Day? It's a holiday. That's so sad. I'm so disconnected with what's going on. I don't know what day this is, but I know I'm off from work. It's just me and my pup, and we're just going to have a good day, so let's get to it. Look at our weapons. This is what we're going to use to be making our Tuscan chicken and our burgers. Y'all see, this is, I know most of y'all like, girl, why don't you just cook a chicken breast? No, I just want y'all to see. This is some of the best frozen chicken that I've had in a while. That's Soul's Kitchen Fajita Chicken. We got some cheese curds from the cottage cheese, some sun-dried tomatoes. Y'all about to see, it's about to be a whole spread. have meal prep for the entire week minus Saturday. Let's start over here with our proteins. We have our burgers, our corn, well, starches and proteins. We have corn, potatoes, boiled eggs for whenever we want to grab our tuna kit for a snack slash lunch. For mornings, we have our fruit, which is going to be a mixture of strawberries and one of these little drinks for breakfast and some eggs. I don't want to make the eggs just yet. I want my eggs fresh. Whenever it's time for me to get a burger, I'm either going to pick from the back and have a burger and corn or a burger and one of those sliver of potatoes. If you notice, I am not eating a full potato. Way too much starch. And we have the Grand Dame here, which is our Tuscan chicken. Also, another option to go with the burgers is some sweet potatoes. What I did is I slivered those as well, and we're going to top those whenever it's time for me to eat. I don't want to do it just yet, but whenever it's time for me to eat, we're going to use some ground cinnamon. Let's pack lunch. This is Q1, y'all. While we're waiting for my Tuscan chicken bake to finish baking, I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to fill in the pieces back for the days that I already pulled. And we're going to do an individual board for one for IG, one for TikTok, and one for the tube. So 1. Ooh, it's crooked, but that's all right. 2. 3. Ooh, it's so crooked. 4. Yeah, let me make these prettier, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how about I do this? Because I am that girl, we're going to put one right here for day 0. Ow. And when I wake up in the morning, we're going to pull it on off to start day 1. Down here. Let's see who is texting me. Yep, we'll let that go. And then let's do blue for TikTok. TikTok, yes. So what I'm going to do, how many did I do across? 8 across. So, and did I get into the gold? So we're going to put 1. So it's 5 down, 8 across. All right, let's start numbering. 2. And the beauty of this is number 0, because I'm going to have a day 0. Number 6, number 7, number 8. Like I said, 8 across the top, 5 down. And it'll give you 40 days. Because remember, we're doing 40 days per, 40 pounds per quarter. 16. Why are my numbers so little all of a sudden? 17. Okay, y'all, we made it to the end for the TikTok board. I'm going to put myself a message once we get to pound 39 and 40. We're going to say, keep it up. Go ahead, little booty. Y'all, this is such a pretty color combination. The peach and the gold just set it off. So we're going to start with 0. For day 0 for Instagram. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll catch you when I get down to 39. Okay, we're at the end for 39 and 40. What should I put? I'm gonna put IG, you see me, and 40. I lost 40. Shorty. Ah, so corny, but so true.